Hi, I just came into our spare room to do some yoga practice. Don't have my yoga clothes on, nothing like that, just wearing my jeans. So I thought maybe you'd just like to do this with me, okay? So no big commitment, just a few minutes. So we'll start by I'm just going to bring my spine nice and straight. So are you? Okay, let me just fix this up a little bit. I think we're okay. Just want to make sure. Okay. So beautiful straight spine, nice and feel really tall here, sitting on our mat. Let's place our hand down on the floor and we'll just nice stretch here. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. I don't have the computer set up any fancy way, so we'll see how this all works. Okay. So from here, let's go ahead. We'll come to our hands and knees. And we're just going to come into a child's pose. So we'll sit our bottom back and place our hands forward on the mat. There you go. Maybe you can see me now better. Okay. So I didn't even bring a hair tie with me in here. So anyway, we'll see how this works. So go ahead and set your head down. Just enjoy. Breathe here. Then we're going to pick our head up and let's come to all fours. Good. And then we'll make our way to downward facing dog. Okay. Beautiful stretch here. And maybe you want to lift one leg up just to give it a nice stretch. Maybe point the toes, flex the foot, point the toes and bring it down. Let's do the other leg. Okay, so lift. Maybe you're pointing your toes, flexing, point, bring it down. And here we are back at downward facing dog. Definitely need that hair tie. All right. So we're just going to come down on our knees because my hair is driving me nuts right now. Okay, sorry about that interruption. This is the very first night of turning the clocks back, so it's only like around 6 o'clock. So it's after 7 actually, but new time. But it's so dark. I had to do something because it felt like it was almost time for bed, right? So let's get back to that downward facing dog. This time, let's go ahead and raise that right foot up, bend the knee, send it out to the side. And then we'll bring it down, and we'll bring the foot in towards our wrist, and just send the back foot towards the end of the mat, and come into your pigeon. Okay? Breathe here. So we're not going to sit, I'm not going to sit down in my pigeon. I'm going to stay so that my hips are facing forward. Okay. Maybe I feel like bending my elbows. Maybe you do too. Do you want to just bend down onto your forearms? And you can, let's see, just I'm going to back up a little bit. Place your hands in a clasped position. Breathe here. And I'm sending my spine back, okay? And sending the sit bones back, sending the hips back towards the end of my mat. Then we'll return to downward facing dog, curling those toes and sending ourselves back up, or hips back up anyway. And then we'll send the left foot up. Bend the knee. Bring yourself to tail of the dog. Maybe lifting that leg up a little bit more. Bend the knee back in. Bring it forward. And set this left knee near your wrist, or, as close as you can get it. Good. So maybe you just want to stay here. Adjust your hands. You can even come to your fingertips. If coming down on your palms is too much for your wrists. And maybe you want to come down to your forearms once again, sending your hips back. And yeah, doing yoga in our jeans feels totally different than when you have yoga pants on or looser pants on, right? So, but we're doing something. We're going to curl the toes and come back to that downward facing dog. Good. Let's come to plank pose. So if you're sagging, we don't want to bring our hips up too high. We're just coming into a beautiful straight plank pose. Gently lowering down, maybe bringing your knees down first. But I'm going to go ahead and keep my core engaged and bring my elbows back to lower down. I'm going to let my toes relax here. Roll the shoulders back and inhale to my cobra. And exhale down. I'm going to bring the arms behind me, clasp my hands, send my arms back, and just lift my chest. Maybe lift the feet up. No tension, no stress, and just release down. Maybe even letting your, oops, I lost you there. Maybe just go ahead and sending your side of your face down to your mat. Good, let's come up. And just sit on the mat. And maybe bring one leg in, as much as your jeans will allow, right? Turn towards your toes. Turn towards your toes. Let's go ahead and reach. I'll just go. The computer's like the opposite of what I'm doing, so I'm trying to get used to that here. Reach towards your toes. Or maybe it's your leg. And send yourself down towards your leg. Maybe when you send yourself down, maybe you want to just bring your hands beside you and go ahead and lean, hinge forward. That might feel better in your jeans than trying to reach with your arms. Whichever way you want to do it is fine. I mean, how serious is this practice in jeans and a t-shirt, right? Come on up. Let's do the other side. Turning towards the extended toes. And either just coming down with your hands, reaching for your toes, or maybe just having your hands on the side of your leg, nice and wide. And then let's come all the way up. Nice. From here, we'll go ahead and bring our feet to a cobbler's pose. So the bottoms of our feet are going to touch. You can hold on to your feet. If that's not comfortable for you, go ahead and hold on to your ankles. So, and it's not, we can't hold our feet maybe as close to our body as we want to. We don't have to. We could just have the feet together in the center. And set your gaze, breathe. Again, if you want to round your back and bring your head down, you can do that. So I'll just turn a little bit this way Or you may want to stay with the straight back and just hinge. There. And then let's come up from there. Let's just lay down for a moment on our back. What we're going to do is bring one knee in. Still holding our leg, we'll just extend the foot to the sky wherever you can. If your knee stays bent, that's okay. Or you can see if we can straighten the leg. You can't see my foot, but I'm going to point and flex, point and flex, and bring it down and send it to the end of the mat. And we'll bring the other leg in. And then I'm going to send this foot to the sky. And you can keep your leg straight like that, or if you want to keep it bent, maybe your leg, maybe that's all the straight that your leg comes to. And while you're here, maybe you want to point and flex, point and flex. And then let's bring this foot down, send it to the end of the mat. Extend the arms overhead and take a nice stretch here. Bring the hands to the side, palms up. We'll take a deep breath in with our mouth closed into the nostrils. And exhale. And then you can stay here. I'm just going to sit up, but that's it. Just a nice stretch. Nothing serious, right? So just take a moment here. Just give yourself credit for just adding in a little bit of yoga into your day. Namaste.